Hey there, this is Daniel St.Pierre from Cybergenica and Glorious Media, and in this video, I want to discuss subject lines to boost your open rates and your click-through rates, perhaps, in your email marketing endeavors. And looking at some statistics here and some numbers, um, ultimately, the key to the success that I'm experiencing has to do with the level of personalization in my subject lines. Um, this is the actual name of my email, not so much the subject. The subject to this particular email was TGIM, and the date was omitted, and then the text that follows, which in this case was your success story as a case study. So again, this is quite personal. People like to hear their own success story, especially as case studies, and I was able to achieve a fair open rate on this particular email. And then, of course, whenever you're discussing money, there might be a higher chance that your emails will be considered spam. That being said, in this particular campaign over here, it also had quite a significant open rate. Um, Moving down the line here of my subject lines, I will often use a question. In this case, was uh, the subject line was ever considered podcasting, and I noticed that the majority of the people on my list were not interested in podcasting. That was unfortunate. Um, and then early on in the year, went controversial a little bit with the subject line, does homeschooling produce superior citizens? And that generated quite a good amount of awareness, but not as much as having eBay pay your rent or mortgage. That was, pretty much anything above 25% open rate is through the roof as far as I'm concerned. Um, then I went on the offensive against salespeople. Are all salespeople liars? That had a pretty good amount of open rates as well. And then when I published my book, The Daniel Fast, I addressed that in an email, and which I use the subject line that read Potent Foods and the Daniel Fast. Pretty simple, generic, but generated quite a large number of opens. And then a few people were really interested in watching me solve the Rubik's Cube. That also was of interest. And then a few weeks before that, when I built my hydroponic, solar-powered hydroponic garden, I included that in the email. People were also very interested in finding out what I had built that weekend. Other subject lines that I've been using successfully: productivity redefined, looking for a job. People are looking for a job. Did you know chocolate is good for you? People love chocolate, so that was a pretty good open rate. And then here is when I discussed a local pastor that was forced to resign um, for having a different definition of sin than the elders of the church, and that was at Calvary Chapel, St. Petersburg. So listen, subject lines are key to your open rates. Once you have your prospects' attention, then of course content is key to generate those click-throughs. In order to get the largest number of open rates and click-throughs, here are my recommendations. Number one, be personal. You always want your emails to be coming from an individual, either your name, John Doe, or better yet, John from Glorious Media. That would do even better. There's a higher branding capacity there. And then B, you always want your emails to be going to someone. So, greetings, John, greetings, Judy. You always want to have that person's first name merged into your introduction. The subject line is key. Also, be personal in that subject line. If you can inject a person's first name in the subject line, that'll do even better. And then to maximize your click-through rate, the best advice that I can give you is uh, don't sell people in the email. Entice your prospects in the email, get them to click the link that will direct them to a landing page, and then on the landing page is where you should do your selling. But ultimately, listen, if you want to have a high flame ratio or unsubscribes, then try and sell people in an email. And that should never be the goal of the email. The goal of the email is to nurture the relationship, to convey information, to educate, to entertain, but ultimately selling That's what sales pages are for. So listen, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that God will continue to bless you and yours as you endeavor to glorify Him in your life, in your work, in your family, in your ministry. And I look forward to hearing back from you in one capacity or another. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe um, to uh, to my channel so that you can be notified in the future of more videos pertaining to internet marketing, to ministry, or farming. You never know. I might start putting out videos about duck egg farming. As you may or may not know, we're looking at what we have 25, 30 ducks on the farm now on the homestead, and and a lot of eggs forthcoming at 200 eggs per duck. The annual production, we're looking at getting a lot of eggs here in Brooksville. So we'll be selling some eggs soon. Again, thanks for watching, and God bless you.